In stewardship, you can actually honor the space that you need to take care of yourself and to fill your own bucket. And how do you do that? Well, you do that with the appreciation of family and friends, by physically taking care of yourself, by emotionally and spiritually taking care of yourself.
There's things that change over time in terms of how clinical protocols are developed, treatment protocols, treatment plans. Those change over time as new evidence is discovered and as we advance healthcare. We need to be constantly taking a look at how we modify our treatment protocols and make sure that we maximize supply and time that it takes to deliver the protocols and the care that we're providing.
I tend to look at it as I can either make it easier for others or more difficult. Because if I'm not doing the best that I can, then it makes it where there's more work or more difficult for others on my team. And there's lots of different teams. It can be a management team. It can be a team taking care of our patients. And so all of it trickles down to the patients, and I can make it easier or harder based on if I'm 100% or if I'm just kind of doing what I have to do instead of doing my very best.
It involves synergy, the synergy you get from working with others, efficiency, the efficiency of working with others, best practice, and also, just more brain power. Two brains are better than one, always. And so when you work together, you get more.
Social justice is a term that feels really big, but I think if we can break it down into more manageable terms, we can recognize that social justice is something that's been part of and continues to be part of this organization. People walked in the Heart Walk a couple weekends ago. People volunteer their time at the Cancer Center or with the Bereavement Center. People take care of their parents or their neighbors or their spouses. They are the caregivers. Social justice means that we care for each person that comes across our path.
We have a duty and a responsibility as individuals and as our organization to do the right thing for people, and especially the poor and the vulnerable. That is the mission of the sisters and of us.
Well, respect means, for me, it has to do with communication and trust. That we trust our caregivers and that we are going to be communicating with them openly and honestly about the things that are important for them, and to have those difficult conversations when we know that there are things where we need to improve. That's really an important part of trust too, that we can trust that the information that we are going to be giving to our caregivers are going to be helpful for them so that we can achieve even greater results.
When we talk about the patient experience, I think it's really important that we honor, celebrate, and embrace those individual differences for everyone who walks through our doors. And by knowing what they need from us in terms of what their experience needs to be, I think that's when we all raise our game in terms of how we're respecting each other as caregivers and our patients who turn to us for care.